So we got Michael here today, also another one of the top 8 from this ARG at Comics Vaults. What were we playing today, Michael?
I went with Altergeist today. Felt like it was my best choice. I had Striker, chose not to go with Striker. I felt like Altergeist was the stronger pick for today.
Obviously, it did really well. I think there was maybe one Striker in that top 8 today there, so.
Yeah, I played him deeper into the rounds, and I ended up getting that game. But
Nice. All right, let's jump right into it.
So I'm just going to start off with monsters here for you. I only play 3 hand traps and monsters, so the 3 Ash Blossom. It was good. It came up ever so few times. It did what it did. Ash Blossom has always done what she does. Played 1 Conqueror. This card is really good against anything that wants to FTK you, as long as you have Sequoias on field, because Sequoias can bounce Conqueror, so Conqueror can negate Sequoias bounce. It can negate another attack. A lot of people don't know that. Caught a couple people off guard with that today.
Yeah, Conqueror's so good.
Yeah, we're just going to descend in levels of the Altergeist monsters here. We're going to go into Marionetter. Marionetter gets all your plays started. Normaling her is amazing. Had a couple people try to Ash her effect today. It was very interesting trying to see people Ash that. But yeah, setting Protocol. Protocol is an amazing card to play. I only play 2 of it though, because I don't think you need to have the 3rd, because you can just search it out with Marionetter.
Makes sense. And then constantly bounce it back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. The best monster, Multifaker gets all your plays live. Once you special it, you're able to search out whichever monster you want from your deck. You're able to get any Altergeist monster onto the field. You're normally going for this next one here, which is the Sequoias. And Sequoias is amazing. Just being able to bounce cards from your opponent's field and not letting them do anything. And then if they send it to the grave, it's just going to add, a manifestation or a protocol to your hand.
It's constant recycling, constant resources. Doesn't sound bad to me.
Yeah. Going down, I wanted to play 3 Maluseek, because you always want to see Maluseek. If you're going second, even if you're going first, it'll search out a Multifaker for you whenever you link it into a Link Revo. So it'll get your plays going. It's removal, non-targeting. Doesn't destroy either. That came up today. Huh? It does target? Yeah.
Might want to edit that out.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It's not as bad as somebody trying to Ash his Marionetter stuff. We can keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, messed that up.
You're good though. It's the fact that it doesn't destroy, like you said, that was a big part of today.
Yeah. That was it for my monster lineup. And then into the spells. Desires. I've had a love-hate relationship with Desires today. I had 3 games where I resolved 2 Desires in the same game. I felt like banishing half my deck. I won all of those games, thankfully, but but banishing half your deck is pretty rough.
It can be a little worrisome.
Yeah, it can. And the best card for me all day today, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I had it literally every match of every game. Wasn't a time I had it, didn't have it. And if I didn't have it in hand, I had the 1 Terraforming to search it out. Secret Village is a win button against Striker. The Striker player I was playing set 3 Widow Anchor, search out 2 of them with Engage, set the 3rd one off of multi-roll, and activated Secret Village in just normal Maluseek, and there was nothing you could do about it. There's no way for him to come around it, so it was just an auto win at that point. And that was all the spells I played.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's really all you need there. Just some draw power, and you're not allowed to play half the cards in your deck, right?
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. We're going to move on to the traps. Played 3 Impermanents. I believe you need to play 3. It's too good not to. Just negate a monster your opponent is trying to use. Stop them from getting searches or doing anything that you don't want them to do. Really helpful.
How much did it come up today, if at all, where the effect in the whole column they weren't allowed to use?
That didn't happen once today. It didn't. It could have. It definitely could have, but everyone I was playing against actually was mindful that Impermanence was a card and zoned it out. So didn't have anyone fall into that trap, but I was prepared if it did happen. I was definitely
good.
prepared for it. One of the better traps is Rivalry Warlords.
The main deck.
Yeah, main decking 3. It doesn't hurt me, and it hurts almost the rest of the meta. Almost the rest of it. Pure Thunder Dragon really doesn't care about it too much. Striker is very upset whenever you flip this during their standby. They don't like being stuck to Ray. Ray is not getting them advantage. So just keeping them the Warriors is nice. And then I played a full Solemn package. So I played 3 strikes, a warning, and a judgment. All of these came up today. Just being able to tell your opponent no is key. It's key to the deck. It's what the deck does. Is just you're not allowed to.
The whole deck full of nope.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Those don't really need much explaining. Played the 1 Imperial Order. Came up twice today. Turned off a lot of stuff. A lot of things were turned off with Secret Village and Imperial Order today. Almost burned myself to death with it one game. I ended up with 700 life exactly and had to swing for game. That was concerning, but it worked out in the end.
Yeah, as long as it works out, that's what matters. Get that W.
The 1 Manifestation. I only played it 1 because I can recycle it with Sequoitus and other cards, just keeping it in circulation. So I can just keep reviving, consistent revival. Like I had said, I only played 2 Protocol because it's searchable. I can set it, and yeah, it's too good not to play. Oh, you're not allowed to negate my Altergeist monsters. It's great. And then the best trap, I believe, is spoofing, just because it'll search out the multi-faker and spit it out for you, letting you just put up more negates on the board.
And of course, has to be a 3 of, like, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the only Altergeist trap that you can't search, so you have to hard draw it. Didn't see it all day today. Didn't play a single match in the tournament where I saw spoofing.
Oh, wow.
But
how many times was it banished, though?
More times than it should have. It was always getting desires the way, but managed to play around not having it.
I didn't see that extra deck.
We can go into the extra deck here. I only played 5 essential cards, which is the Clarishka, the Link Karibo, Prime Banshee, and the Hextias. This is all Altergeist has ever really played for an extra deck. It's all they're probably ever going to play. I kept the Clarishka in here. A lot of people have been cutting it, and a lot of people have been cutting the Secret Village build. But I believe Clarishka and Secret Village is the way to go, because you can make this under Rivalry and keep, them under no spells. Prime Banshee, really great beater, does what it needs to do. Hextia is amazing. If you can start going into Hextia, like linking Hextia into another Hextia, and just getting that free search, it's always great. Linking away your Meluseek for a Link Karibo, negate an attack that's coming in, save yourself for a turn, and also get the search off of the Meluseek is really good. And then everything else was cherry targets. I played 10 cherry targets this weekend. Kagari, Bomber, Boral Sword Dragon, Curious, Isolde, Phoenix, Unicorn, Rip Roaring Roaster, and Ningirsu.
Just say that Boral Sword is strictly only a cherry's target.
I've never made it. It is literally there just so I don't get OTK'd. I can just cherry it away. I was really afraid of like Prank Kids Turbo going in today with Boral Sword Turbo, and I don't want Ripper and Roaster Duster in my entire field.
Was there a Prank Kids deck there too?
There was. I did play against him. I never saw the cherries. I sided it in, but never saw it. But yeah, if I was gonna change this anyway, probably be cutting the Isolde because I think the Warrior deck is a little dead, and dropping in a second Link Karibo would probably be the only change I would make to the extra deck as of right now. Some people prefer to drop in a Boral Load instead of the Boral Sword, but I think that's just a matter of people having the card.
Yeah, that Mega 10 Borreload helps people get it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what kind of spicy side deck we got here today?
We played the win button against Striker. Eradicator Virus, I only played 2 in the side. I only played a 12 card side. I couldn't find anything for the other slots that would work. But yeah, I only played 2 of the Virus. You have to make Hextia in order to use the Virus. Otherwise, your monsters are too small. But if you're able to get that advantage on Striker, you win, or get that advantage on anyone who relies on traps.
That mirror match.
Yeah. I didn't sign in for the mirror match as much because I didn't think we'd be able to go into a long enough game. One with the 1 Lancia. Wasn't really afraid of Thunder Dragon. I just wanted it there in case I had it in order to banish. Played 3 cherries. 10 cherry targets. I can change it as the meta shifts and make sure I have what I need. 3 Panker Tops. If they make you go second, it's another way the deck just removes stuff from the field. It's another way to get a body on board and attack. And then I played triple Mind Crush. Mind Crush came up a lot whenever I was playing against Striker and whenever I was playing against the mirror match with Altergeist. Being able to, because Multifaker reveals in hand, you just crush out the Multifaker, and it's just not a good day.
Not
a good day
at
for
all.
No, but in the other 3 slots, I'd probably either play Witch's Strike or Evenly. I couldn't decide. I just didn't have either of those cards to play, so this is what I went with.
Hey, it worked. You got that top 8 in the end.
Yep.
Representing, having some fun.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Michael and his Altergeist. Peace out.